Hello everyone! Video games are an expensive hobby. On one hand, if you can find a game you really like, you can easily get hundreds of hours of entertainment out of it. Most video games ship at a $60 price tag, but recently $70 has become more normal. In the case of Creative Assembly, they used to ship DLC for Warhammer 2 for $10. That's $5 for a new faction and 2 already established races, and they would release entirely new races that would completely change the way you play the game for $19. The Shadow of Change DLC released for $25 gives you 1 new faction to play for 3 separate races and is by far the most mediocre update to the game. Remember when I said this was the most mediocre update for this game? The Changeling is one of the best things about this game. By far, the Changeling has the most unique campaign in this whole game. While other factions focus on empire building, the Changeling is trying to build an empire of cultists. Presumably, we run this on every station and install this on everyone's phone to create as much brain rot as possible to enact our schemes. The Immortal Empires mode, the only mode you should be playing, is a sandbox for the player to build their empires in, but it's normally an aimless experience. The Changeling solves this problem by giving you objectives to do all over the world, making your actions feel like they have more purpose as your actions all add up to the ultimate scheme. And to top it off, the Changeling is able to turn into legendary lords you've defeated in battle. I actually ended up spending the most time playing this campaign, and for a split second, I thought Warhammer 3 was a fun game until I lost a battle to a single unit. At that point, I remembered that this game was some where the Changeling is the most unique lord, Joan Bo is actually the most cookie-cutter lord. The thing that makes him unique is the Matters of State mechanic, which lets him cash in some special currency to perform actions on the campaign field. It's not that interesting. What is interesting about him is that he starts over in South America, and being Chinese, I can only imagine that this was done in reference to the Chinese fishing fleet stealing from South American fishing areas. He also starts with a foothold in Cathay, which you can let go of early on in the game if you've taken too many Percocets. His campaign is actually pretty fun, but that is mainly because he is such a brain-dead legendary lord, and Cathay is one of my favorite factions, so it really didn't take much to please me on this front. I don't know why they added this character into the game. If the Changeling was the attempt at greatness, and Joan Bo is the attempt at satisfaction, then Mother Ostanky was their attempt to make me touch grass. And it worked. The greatest positive to her campaign is that she has this Wendigoon-looking motherfucker, and he looks beautiful. I can tell that this model had a lot of thought and effort put into it. If only they thought about Ostanky for more than a nanosecond. Her thing is that she utilizes hexes and force spirits to kill her enemies, so she has the mainline Kislev units locked at the start of her Immortal Empires campaign, and you need to link up with the other Kislev factions to unlock them. She starts at the opposite end of the map, and it takes nearly 25 turns to get over there. I'm not doing that. Most YouTubers have been complaining about the price tag of this DLC, when really they should be complaining about the quality of this DLC. The previous Chaos Dwarfs DLC was $25, but offered a new race, mechanics, and units. It was truly a 2 out of 5 experience, the highest praise I can give it to anything in Warhammer 3. The $25 price tag isn't the problem. The problem is that 2/3 of the content is lazy garbage, but 1/3 of the content went above and beyond what was expected. And here's the thing for me. While I played this DLC, I remembered why I used to like this game. Look at these walks. Brother, no. Fucking. Why'd they animate him like that, dude? They are beautiful and very, very funny. I am also insanely jealous of every YouTuber that got early access to this DLC, so I need to make ground with the corporate devils in Creative Assembly, which is why I'm going to give this DLC a 5 out of 5 rating. If you don't like it, sorry to hear that. Have a good day.